Life is a game. It's called Calypso.
And Sporting Chance has been identifying and developing sporting talent in South Africa for the past 22 years. The organisation is once again running their Calypso Beach Cricket Initiative this week, but this time around talented participants have a chance to change the course of their lives.
The Calypso cricket program has been around for decades. It's changed the life of the man who now runs Calypso cricket nationally. He picked up a bat on the beach at the age of 11 and the rest is history.
In primary school, got a bursary, got to Western Province Prep, Wamba Boys High. So basically my education and basically the person that I am was shaped because of sport and basically the opportunity that was created on that day on the beach.
Machabani is passionate about the initiative and he knows how being given the right opportunities can change your life. Those players with special talent now stand a chance of securing a bursary to a top sports school. Brandon Bosch's SABC News, Cape Town.
Welcome to Sporting Chance's 22nd Annual Calypso Festival. Held in association with Takwanta Investment Holdings, Virgin Active, Supersport Let's Play, Maurits van Nierop Foundation, Groupon South Africa, Rotary Club International, and Pick n Pay Western Cape. Calypso Cricket was born from a desire to introduce large numbers of kids to cricket and bring together various communities and cultures in South Africa, and is played in the same fashion as the game of cricket in the West Indies. The spirit of Calypso also comes on the back of the West Indies' recent triumph at the Champions League T20, which is a testament to their natural flair being well suited to the shorter version of the game. The flamboyance of Calypso, the richness of reggae music, and the whistle of the waves as they play cricket on the beach has seen the Caribbean produce some of the world's best cricketers. The focus on this year's festival was talent identification and looking for raw talent and flair to match some of the greats from the Caribbean islands. The festival is played along the shoreline on 3 of our best beaches here in the Western Cape, namely Strand, Busenberg and Kommetjie, with 5 days of festival at these 3 beach venues. This year saw 3,000 participants take part and also provided much-needed contractual employment for 150 coaches and coordinators from these communities. Wanga Machabani from Sporting Chance explains more.
Today we're at Calypso Beach Cricket Festival, our 22nd one for Sporting Chance. So for 22 years we've been running these for our communities, and basically how we started was with our MD Brad Bing. Came back from overseas and wanted something to get the kids all involved and get all his mates from overseas, and something interracial. Obviously with where our country was back then, it was a huge thing, and it's basically grown it to what we have today. What we're trying to do is also find seriously talented kids to put in our Talent ID South Africa project, which is a project altogether where we look to find those talented kids, put them into good schools, try and find bursaries for them to actually nurture them, and so that they can go out to be not only great cricketers but also good sportsmen and good citizens for their community. So we're trying to find good role models, not just sportsmen, which is basically the whole idea for Calypso Beach Cricket.
After getting their t-shirts and a breakfast nibble, the children are sorted into age groups and then sent out to enjoy a day of fun in the sun, during which time, when not fielding or being into bat, the assistant coaches do basic skills training with the children. Media coverage at the events is extensive and also became a good excuse for dignitaries and top sportsmen to get out onto the beach to share the experience. For Dan Plato, Minister of Community Safety in the Western Cape, Calypso is about partnering with organisations like Sporting Chance to keep our children safe.
I'm a keen sportsman myself. I love my soccer, rugby, cricket and all sorts of sports. It kept me busy, and also I love talking to other kids, and even to say to them, get involved in sport is keeping them away from all the wrong things of life. At the end of the day, what you guys are doing is keeping them busy in a meaningful way, keep them away from all those bad things, and that is why my department support what you guys are doing. And that is why I want to say to you guys, you're doing a remarkable job.
And one of SA's top rugby players, Juan de Jong, came down to try his hand with bat and ball, with some success, it must be mentioned.
Yeah, I've been playing sports since very, very young, and I was lucky enough to just stay across the park, and that's where me and my friends just hook up every day after school and had some good fun. So I mean, this is very important when it comes to being active as well. And hopefully at the end of the day, when you play a lot and do all this all over again, you can be playing at a high level. I've been lucky enough for my parents they enjoyed the game and supported me throughout my whole career, especially when I was a youngster as well, buying me some boots when I needed to, and all those little small things that made all this meanwhile. So I was just glad to have that awesome support, especially from them and my family as well, and the people I know. So it's just been great to have the backup and to know there's people backing me.
As with any event of this nature, sponsorship is key to its success. And for sponsors, finding it worthwhile is important. Renee Naylor explains why.
Started after Maurits died tragically in an accident in 2008, and Maurits excelled in hockey and he was an exceptional cricketer, and the foundation's vision is to help underprivileged children in Cape Town in their development of cricket and hockey, and that's what was an excellent opportunity for us to join up with Sporting Chance in this Calypso cricket event. I think it's really impressive the amount of kids that you've got involved in the event and how it's grown in the 22 years, and I think it's an excellent opportunity because sport is such an important part of any child's development. To have these events and having 500 kids here every day has been phenomenal.
Talent identification is at the forefront of the festival this year, and Bonga Makaka, who attended the festival with the Calypso region, has been awarded the first ever Sporting Chance Development Foundation bursary and has now started grade 8 at Wynberg Boys High School. At the end of the day, as has been for the past 21 years, this year was no different, with the end of the day vibe session and then hundreds of sun-soaked happy faces leaving with a goodie bag of stationery and personal hygiene goodies, a freshly made hot dog from Pick n Pay, all put together by our helpful volunteers from Rotary International and Pick n Pay staff, and memories of boundary-reaching drives, wicket-thumping bowling and flying catches left the beaches to head home with a smile in their hearts. Once again, it's a big thanks to our sponsors: Taquanta Investment Holdings, Virgin Active, Supersport Let's Play, the Maurits van Nierop Foundation, Groupon South Africa, Rotary Club International, and Pick n Pay Western Cape. That Sporting Chance can once again bring the joy of sport to the youth of South Africa.
It's called